Hey you, good morning. Happy Friday, everyone, if you're watching this on a Friday, and if not, happy whatever day it is of the week that you're stumbling upon this. Today, I'm Jessica, in case you didn't know, from Jessica Dawn Coaching, and I haven't done a live in a while. Since I got back from vacation, there's a bit of a pause, and so it's nice to not see you, but nice to be here. And fittingly, the topic is the importance of rest. So I needed a rest. I needed a bit of time away. I went on a vacation with my son, and so it seemed only fitting to outline why sometimes you just got to take a pause. I've shared a lot of content about the importance of rest on my social media and in my blogs, and I want to really drive it home. So while I was on my vacation, I've been working pretty nonstop over the past 18 months to almost 2 years. And I advocate to support people in burnout and to be able to identify the signs of burnout. And I was at a point where I was like, oh yeah, I'm in that place again, right? So as I'm sharing this material, it's stuff that I've gone through and that I'm in a constant evolution of learning how to heal from it on an ongoing basis, right? Sometimes the biggest lessons come back until we really get them deeply. And so what I realized while I was away on my vacation is it took me a good 5 days to start to feel like myself. And this was a 5 days of rest, right? I was reading and hanging out by the pool and on the beach, and it took 5 days before I started to feel fully like myself. It's not cool, right? And if I was coaching me, I would have told me to take time off way before that. So what am I here? Oh, look, there's this coach who doesn't know when to take a break. But, I want to highlight that I'm human, right? And what I may be able to identify in others and know what the steps are doesn't make me perfect. Nothing makes me perfect. But anyways, that's another conversation altogether. So I want to encourage everyone to really take stock of where they're at. If you're in this group, chances are you're really pushing at something. It may not be with work, but it may be, with motherhood or with fitness or, whatever it is. Always check in. Do I still want to keep pushing at this? Is there a way that I could maybe pull back on pushing and shift myself into alignment rather than the hustle and the grind, which, I've mentioned before, I can't stand those terms, right? Because it is a language of depletion. It's a really colonized language pattern as well. And I don't think it's worth it for the most part. Right? Yes, there are moments where you do have to push. There are moments, project-wise where, you gotta do the little sprint to the end, but a sprint is not a marathon. If you were to sprint an entire marathon, that's not sustainable unless you're, kind of superhuman. So where are you pushing your sprint in your life right now? It's the holidays. If you celebrate Christmas, chances are you're in a sprint to get everything done before Christmas. If that's happening for you, I'm going to give you a couple of recommendations. Do you have to do it all yourself? Do you have to do all the things that you think that you have to do? Can you pare down your expectations of yourself? That's a big one. What are your own expectations of you? Because if the expectations are from others, you know what? It's okay to let a few people down in terms of doing all the things. You got to check in, honor yourself first. Really important. So what can you do to honor yourself and honor others in a way that supports nourishment and nurturing? For me, what I'm looking forward to the most with the holidays personally because we do celebrate Christmas and solstice, is to have my family together. Last year was a little bit awkward with the pandemic stuff. And this year, it's different. You know, it's still awkward, but, you know, family coming together, which is not the same for everyone. Not everyone has a comfortable experience around the holidays, but, you know, for us it does. And I found myself coming back from holidays and going, okay, great, that was great. And now, you know, what do I need to do for Christmas? And then I just like took a pause. I breathe and I'm like, okay, what do I really have to do? Do I have to do it all by myself? Well, no. Ask for help. And so I did. So I am shifting out of my regular patterning of, well, you know, it's going to get done. It's got to get done by me. And, you know, this is how it has to be done. Well, you know what? I can let go of a few of those things. Surrendering to how it could be done by others. You know, different doesn't mean wrong. So here I am, just seeing you on a Friday, and wishing rest for you if that's what you need. Maybe what you do need is social time. So how can you make that happen? And in the interest of that, this is the last live that I'm doing of this year. I will be back in 2022 if that's something that you guys want. I'm really curious to know, is this of value to the folks in this group, these conversations? I'd love to know if you could pop that into the comments below, because if it's not, I can approach things differently. Love to have you let me know what it is that you need in here. Because sometimes, you know, speaking into this little into this little screen, it can be a little bit of a void at times. So as long as this continues to provide value, I am happy to be here with all of you. And so my wish for you is a beautiful solstice coming up, you know, when the light begins to, as we cross the threshold into bringing more light into our lives, but rest, that lovely, ephemeral, ethereal time between solstice and the new year, where we can just pause and be. That's my wish for you. Take the time to be. Nourish yourself over the holidays. See the people that you want to see. You know, you can start to triage the people that you feel that there's an obligation. Is there really? Probably not. So thank you for being with me throughout all this year. I feel privileged to connect with each of you here, and I'm very thankful and grateful to each of you. So have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in 2022. Bye for now.